Look at her.
Oh my God, RuPaul.
RuPaul.
Yes, well, what, I need to throw some shade?
No, you just have to tell us. That's just
Oh,
only if it's necessary.
No, I can't shade RuPaul. Just
Of course not.
Because it's you don't touch, it's like the Mona Lisa. You just don't put a mustache on the Mona Lisa.
No, but you still are in touch with RuPaul. You've hung out recently.
Yes, I can say she likes a Cobb salad.
Oh.
And I remember thinking, I'll order what she has. Just because she's such a star, you want to just order what she has.
Yeah.
But, it's hard to go out with Ru because her voice is so recognizable that, like, girls lean over from the next table like this, like... Because everybody wants a piece of that now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
Bigger
so
than ever.
it's really hard for her to... And she also, just as a thing, she loves pie and she loves goodies, but she has like one bite. She took me out for some pie, and we had some pie, and she was just like, chewed it for like 15 minutes, and then just kind of pushed it away. So I think that's the key to staying so beautiful.
Yes.
It's for her staying so beautiful, because there's all kinds of beauty, right?
There is.
But for her, it's one bite and a Cobb salad.
If you're going to be at the head of the judging table of a show where all the contestants are snatched and lit and whatever, you got to be able to be just as snatched. Let's keep that Cobb salad up. Look at her.
Oh, Amanda Lepore.
Miss Lepore, if you're nasty.
Yeah, I remember the day we recorded My Pussy, which, can you imagine getting away with a song with a transgendered individual called My Pussy Now?
No,
oh
but
my
it did
God.
not make, it made complete sense when
At the
it came
time,
out. Yeah.
it made perfect sense. And then even Perez Hilton did My Penis.
Yes, he did.
Remember that? And but I remember when she came in that day, because I was in Brooklyn, and it was the coldest day of the year, and she literally came in just in a little body stocking with just a little smattering of rhinestones.
Wow.
And a little stole to Williamsburg, and she came out of the thing, and I remember the door guy was just like, what was that? Because they had never seen anything like that in Williamsburg at that time.
Definitely not.
And she came in, and she was anything you asked her. Actually, I do a good impersonation.
Oh, can you?
Well, sometimes it's not like it really hurts so much. It's like, they take the... she will tell you anything, right?
Wow, yeah.
But you got the...
Yeah, you get the scoop.
Yeah. She will tell you the scoop. She's so sweet.
She is sweet. And that song is a classic.
And she's on Tinder.
She is.
Bitch is on Tinder. I was in England, and she said, I'm on Tinder. She said, I met this really nice guy. He was really normal and stuff. And then I found out like he was a porn star. And it's like, oh my God, she's on doing Tinder. Can you imagine?
Oh, what a dream.
You're on, are you on any of those sites?
I'm on them all. Look at her.
Oh.
Lahoma.
New York sweetheart, Lahoma Van Zandt.
Now, you were saying in the main show that she was the one who helped you, guide you into sobriety.
Mm-hmm. And actually, more importantly, at the beginning of the Atlanta drag scene that we know, she had a friend named Judy who loved to do drag. So Lahoma would get in drag just to keep Judy company.
Interesting.
And they would try to talk all the other queens into joining them. So she was really important in getting RuPaul and Lady Bunny in drag.
Really?
Because she was the peer pressure. She just loved a lot of girls running around. And the more the merrier for her.
Right.
And it got her friend Judy in drag, who was like, Judy was very old school, Joan Crawford kind of old movie star kind of drag, very serious drag. And so she was the one that kind of also kind of lured all the other girls into doing more drag.
Amazing. Well, the legacy of Lahoma, honey. Any other thing that you'd want the new kids to know about Lahoma that they wouldn't know?
Oh, I can't reveal. She's doing her dream job now, and I can't reveal it. It's like I can't even mention it to my friends that would really appreciate it, because she's so modest, and she had to kill Lahoma off because Lahoma caused so much trouble. Oh my God! I know we've all had to kill off parts of our personality from time to time to get to the next stage of where we are in our development with our careers and stuff. And so yeah, poor Lahoma, she got the axe.
The axe. Well, Lahoma, wherever you are, we love you, Queen. Look at her. Kenny.
Okay, Kenny. Yeah, I love Kenny, and he was the door guy of my very first club in New York called Love Machine.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day, and I mean, we had Kenny at the door, and it was like kind of the first club where they actually let the Vogers in because they would totally mop leather jackets.
Interesting.
They were terrible thieves, and they were so fabulous that of course Kenny let them all in. It's like, hey girl, with that, thick Irish brogue and
Yes.
that attitude. Let me see how do you do that? Boom.
Yeah, sweetie.
She was like, but yeah, I mean, he knows his kids.
He does. He's
still a queen.
Still a queen, still on the scene, still making the hippest parties. And let me tell you, Kenny, if you don't know who it is, get into the looks, do your research, and understand if there was a person at the door to be reckoned with, it was Miss Kenny, and you did not want to fuck around.
No, I saw her take a punch. This guy just came up and went, boom, and literally she took about 15 seconds. She kind of clopped over on her heels to the side. She took about 15 seconds, kind of, and then she was right back out there and just had him thrown on his head.
Wow.
But she's tough. She's the real deal.
Legendary for sure. Look at her. Tobell Von Cartier.
Well, yeah, when I started doing Electroclash, I thought Electroclash needed sort of a diva because bitch tracks were the best part of house music. The songs, "Bitch, I'll steal your boyfriend."
Agreed.
Bitch, I'll steal your man. Don't try it.
Our Hey Qween band leader is making a comeback of all bitch tracks lately.
The bitch tracks were like one of my favorite parts of '90s house.
Yeah.
And I thought Electroclash, it kind of had a sort of sophisticated air to it. It was very chic and dry and very white.
Yeah.
And so I made Miss Tobell, because she always kind of fancied her with the name Cartier.
Yeah.
She kind of fancied herself to be a step above most of the other girls, you know.
She did.
And so we had this song called Useless, where she said, dress me in Yves Saint Laurent, my jewelry is, and all the things you are to me, you are useless, darling. And then at the end she says, hello, I'm Catherine Deneuve.
Yes.
And yeah, she was always so fierce, and she had such a great, rich Southern voice that recording her was always going to sound great. So I did Black Pussy Surprise. And the surprise is there ain't no pussy.
Those Tobell records you guys did together were so fun. And she has her own show now called Come On to My House, which is, I think, on public access in New York. So everyone should check that out for sure. Look at her.
James St. James.
James St. James, another from the back in the day.
You can always tell James St. James just by her profile. I saw her yesterday, and because I had to go to the World of Wonder offices,
Right.
which was glamorous. Did you
But
know
of course.
that Ronald Reagan used to sit in their office?
Really?
When he was head of the film board.
Interesting.
Yeah, and James was there, and he was such a good host. He took me on a tour of the downstairs, which used to be a legendary punk club, where like the Germs and Darby Clash.
Wow,
and
I didn't know
X,
that.
And he's just such a doll, and so talented too. I mean, back in the day, the bitch could party. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised she's still alive because she partied better than any of us, really. But now he's such a doll.
Yeah, and his movie is coming out, The Freak Show. I mean,
I know, another hit.
No, he's just doing it.
He's doing great.
Anything we don't know that you might remember from James St. James from back in the day, like a little story or tidbit?
Not that I could tell.
Oh.
With James, I can honestly say, there's some people you can tell a story about.
Sure.
But James are all so rich.
Look at him.
Lady Bunny.
Lady Bunny. Now, you
Okay.
said in the main show that you were there the night Lady Bunny debuted in drag and that it was a moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was like everybody there knew that something had happened, and that she sucked the oxygen right out of the room. She's a Tennessee girl.
Yeah.
And she's always had a taste for black cock. I do know that.
Yes,
I mean,
that's true.
I don't know exactly what you can say about Lady Bunny that isn't already legendary.
That's true.
And but I love that she's still she's so political.
Yeah.
She's crazy political, and I think she's the last of the really. I think she can still party, unlike all the other kids from that era. They've all kind of softened and grown up a bit. But
Right.
girl, that one's still going, I think.
Still got it going on.
And she's still so funny.
She is, and can still dance her ass off. Did she always dance like that back in the day?
Yes, she always danced, and she's always had great legs.
Oh.
Well, because it's always like a caftan that comes to here.
Yes.
So it's a lot of feathers and stuff, and then these great legs, which she prides herself on, sort of these, Dorothy Lepore legs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. But I love how she accentuates the positive.
Yes.
And then puts feathers on the rest.
Why not? As we all should.
As we should.